Probably not going to be the case. Only I always uh, emphasize it that there are the time where Morphling is afraid of the Mars is like level 2, 3. When you lose some HP and then you're morphing to agility just to morph back to strength a little bit and be at like 200 HP. At that time, when you're getting back to 1 HP, a stray spear can kill you. And Army Geniuses, they go for an Earth Spirit. Okay. Okay, this is cool. Just run in, create chaos, make sure that this lineup of Boom Esports doesn't really do that much. Make sure that you're always on top of the Bane, on top of the Snapfire, in the backlines, securing that Morphling can see whatever he wants and actually choose where he's going to waveform inside of a fight. Pretty good approach. Then the Batrider comes out and all of this falls down because a BKB hero counters everything Army Geniuses have. So Boom Esports, they waited for those two picks. They kind of had Army Geniuses backed up into the corner. Army Geniuses, they take heroes with spells. In this kind of a scenario, you have to get heroes that have a lot of spells. You can't really tactically do it, but you need to go in, use your spells correctly, get the kills. And then Boom Esports, they get a hero that goes for an early BKB, and once he gets in, he's gonna crush everyone. But still, I like it. Considering how well it went for the first three picks for Boom Esports, I like the odds now for Army Geniuses in a sense that they found a way to play Dota, and that is always nice to see. They found a way to play Dota. Will it work out? I don't know, but they're gonna see them roll in, and both the Pango and Earth Spirit, these guys could create enough chaos. So whatever the point of the game is, until the BKBs come out, the Earth Spirit, Pango, Gyro are going to be dealing a lot of damage, and that's the key. The problem is you're playing against the Mars Snapfire, and these two are very tanky. Bane also very hard to bring down, so we'll see if Boom Esports can make those fights longer, which is something that they would like. But Army Geniuses, they have a clear target. Kill the bat. You kill the bat, the damage isn't there. Kill the bat, get on top of a Snapfire. There is no damage. So we'll see if they actually manage to do it. Army Geniuses, they ban out the Slark and the PL. Their ability to deal with illusions is solid, I have to say. Pango is one of the better counters for the PL, but in the later stages of the game. And Boom Esports with this kind of a lineup, and let's say with the PL, they would be gunning for 30 minutes and or 30 minutes, such a big lead that Army Genius can't do anything.
5 seconds remain.
I think this is a mid lane Pango against the Bat, unless they Earth Spirit Pango against the Bane, they're gonna suffer. You can't really pull the waves that easily because of the sleep. He can trade with you effectively. Earth Spirit doesn't win that trade, even with high armor, high HP. I don't know. They go for the tiny. Yeah, so it is gonna be an offlane Pango. Uh, first, first three levels on the safe lane of Army Geniuses, and first 4, 5 on the off lane are gonna be so tough.
Only 10 seconds.
Plus the Earth Spirit would like to rotate. So it's all gonna be on Narman. Narman is the standout performer on Army Geniuses, but he's the one that has to win one of the side lanes. I think you focus on the Morphling, go towards him, get the Pango to a decent position, leave him. I think now Boom Esports, they should probably get a hero that doesn't allow the Earth Spirit to leave the Pango, or the Pango gets nothing. I think if you approach that way, that you have definitely won the draft. Things that come to mind against the Pango, nothing can really just crush him that much. Yeah, Monkey King not the best against the Pango, but solid in this game. Jackie likes to go for greedy heroes. I guess that's another option. Maybe a safer one. Just go for a greedy hero. Go for a Terrorblade again. I wouldn't mind it. I'm guessing he doesn't want to play it again. Notice how these Asia carries, they love their TB, so who knows? Maybe they would play it every single game if they could. So you have two approaches. One is crush FBZ, crush Womi in the lane if First Spirit leaves. The other one is get something that if it's allowed to farm, it's gonna be a big problem, and that is greedy. That is a greedy hero that gets farm fast, and it's not looking good. I like Army Geniuses. They have Tiny, they have Earth Spirit, they have Pango. All these three are good in invading the jungle. You don't necessarily need to kill the Alchemist, but you need to be there threatening him. The problem is that the line is very thin. Whenever a weaker team is playing against the Alchemist, it is a problem. Why? This hero puts you in panic mode. You want to invade this jungle. but it's not easy. You invade, invade, invade. You die once, and then you let him go completely. And with Alchemist, it needs to be a little bit poke, poke, back,
10
poke, poke,
seconds to
back.
pick.
Enemies leave him alone. You kill him, poke, poke, back while the Morphling is farming and stuff like that. Your carry always comes in to defend towers. You can never allow those to fall. It is very hard. Spirit has shown, let's say, how you play against the Alchemist. They do it with Tiny. They did it with Tiny. They did it with Jugger during the DPC season. When they see an Alchemist, they farm with their Jug, with the Tiny. They're just annoying. They don't cross the line, but they're just there, putting it into the mind of the Alchemist that he is being hunted. And constantly, you're forcing out rotations in the late game, you win, or 35 minutes into the game, you win. But you're not always going to win against the Alchemist at 35 minutes. If you don't pressure him that much, you're going to have to delay it again until 40, 45. And at that point, you're probably going to lose the game at that point. So, very tough situation right now for Army Geniuses, but they do have the heroes necessary to make something happen. So, first of all, protect Morphling in the lane. Pango and the Earth Spirit get some levels. Earth Spirit, rotate, make sure that the Morphling has a really good time, and then in the early mid game, kill the Batrider, go into the jungle, pressure the Alchemist. You don't have to kill him. Kill the Batrider, go into the jungle, pressure the Alchemist. This Batrider always needs to be dead. If Batrider is alive, you're invading the jungle, you're dying. It's just how it goes. So I'm hoping it's too many things, I know, but that is how systematically you have to approach it. So you always have to do what you can. If you're like, oh no, the Alchemist is farming, we need to go deal with him now, we need to kill him, you're dead. You are just dead. You're gonna be running into an arena, Mortimer's Kisses, plus the Batrider will finish you off. And that's not something that you can allow. So I'm hoping Army Geniuses can pull it off, but definitely going to be going for Boom Esports. I think the lineup of theirs is just way too easy to execute, and Army Geniuses' lineup is very hard to execute. You could get on a roll, and then it can start looking easy, but I don't think Boom Esports are going to allow it. These guys are way too good, and look at that. Look at how they are approaching the enemy triangle, just very slowly, very sneakily as well. Bane kind of dropping away... dropping away cheese. Man, it's a tough spot in the world, and you're just throwing away food. Momi will get caught, slapped, the unstable concoction connects under the tower. Not really that big of a deal. So Boom Esports, they didn't want to wait. Narman might know that there's a ward there right now, unlike with the Faceless Void. This time around, he's gonna be going for a fast earn, no regeneration items or such, you know. No headdresses. And the runes. Let's see how those are gonna work out. Boom. They want to fight on top. Oh, nice thunder coming out from Jackie, and that's gonna secure them that rune. That should be 3 runes for Boom. The Boom are actually gunning for a 4th one, but DB has secured that one for himself. And yeah, it is gonna be 3 runes from Boom. Beautifully done by Jackie, really. A double stun just on the edge. A little bit of a mistake from Army Geniuses, but those tend to happen. And Narman even started with the boulder smash, which is sometimes fine, but considering that Pango can secure his range creep, I guess... I mean, you're okay with both. Just now you're gonna have to stay in the lane, which against the Bane isn't gonna be the easiest thing to do. So let's see. Army Geniuses, top lane. And they're not gonna have fun. It's gonna be tough one. It's lucky for them that Scam has the Nightmare, so no brain sap. His trading potential with the Earth Spirit not gonna be as good, and I think Narman, that is what he will try to utilize, just to keep the Bane away from the Pango, allow the Pango to farm. Bottom lane, Mars versus the Morphling. This should be a Mars favored matchup in terms of last hits. Mars does have a lot of right click damage and very good animation. So FBZ should be getting a little bit more in farm there, but we'll see how much pressure Varys can actually apply. Would be quite interesting to see. And a big thing about bottom lane, they killed the courier with the sentry, so Tims cannot unblock the camp. That is actually pretty solid, because constantly you're going to be pushing in with the Mars and with the Snapfire. So DV will get creeps in the tower, and you will be able to farm quite effectively. Nice right clicks there from FVZ, just making sure that the homing missile dies. The lane we haven't touched upon is the mid lane. I'm the new Batrider actually allows it to have the same amount of CS as the Tiny. I mean, come on, this guy has 100 damage, and the Sticky Napalm is just allowing it to last it so easy. Because you can right click and then Sticky Napalm a creep that, let's say, has 2 stacks, and you know that you're doing like 1,000,000,000 damage. It's very tough. But so far so good for Army Geniuses. The Pango is doing really well for himself. Womi getting a lot of farm. He did go for the lucky shot. But wants to disarm the Alchemist just to get a few more creeps away from him. Interesting. Interesting, really. I didn't expect that. I really thought he was going to be going for shield crash, but I think Womi is gunning for a kill. I think that's a smart choice. With Pango and the air sprite, you do a lot of damage. You're going to get the target low, and then suddenly you're going to see that you're not going to have any more damage. But with the lucky shot, you can actually stand your ground and fight, threaten, and then use the spells to finish people off rather than get them low in the first place. Nicely done. Very cool. For now, still 0-0. 3 minutes in. Looking at the lanes, I'm guessing the bottom one is the one that we are most likely to see a kill on. We're seeing FBZ is getting slightly ahead in terms of CS, but considering there are gonna be a couple of creeps going into the Tower of the Morphling, might actually equalize or get close to equal right now. So really no big differences here. The only thing that is weird to me is that Yopaj is winning the lane, though. Yopaj is such a beast on this hero that's insane. Bottom lane, they finish off DB. Yeah, that is just something that happens when you're the Morphling. You misstep for a second, you miss more for a second, and you die. Top lane, Scam being slowed down. Swashbuckle is there. He does need a lucky shot, and there it is. But the Fairy Fire on the Bane might keep him alive. Another lucky shot not gonna be there because Womi will be in a nightmare. Well, he couldn't get the kill. And in the mid lane, Yopaj gets the kill, but immediately Varish is there to respond. So again, we're seeing those dives from Yopaj onto In Your Dream, gets the kill, and the supports. They kind of make something different out of it, and even the Scam Bane denies himself to the neutral creeps. Narmer not able to secure the kill. Definitely gonna be mad about that one. So Yopaj, level 4. This time the kills have started a little bit earlier, but he's gonna be level 5 before the Tiny. Okay, maybe not. Look at all of those creeps In Your Dream. Will be pretty okay in terms of levels. Again, they left In Your Dream alone. I think Yopaj will more than likely want to dive this one. Okay, that's level 5 on the Batrider. In Your Dream is in so much trouble, but top lane Jackie is in trouble as well. Okay, he will be fine. He throws out the concoction. In Your Dream, 8 stacks. In Your Dream, what are you doing? I'm dying. The melting point of stone, it's quite high, but look at how hot Yopaj is, and In Your Dream is just dead. How could he allow this? Like 6, 7, 8, 9 stacks? That's a little bit too much. I think he's annoyed with the Yopaj Batrider, but you just cannot fight this guy. He is a true beast on this hero. And I mean, the fighting never stops. FBZ on the bottom lane, using shields and spears against a helicopter. People would say it's impossible, but not if you're a god of war. Mars does stand his ground quite nicely and actually pushes back on the gyro. So 3-1 again. Boom Esports making a difference in the mid lane. Tiny, last pick of Army Geniuses, In Your Dream. They put their faith in him. They put their faith into In Your Dream, but he did not deliver. Like, give me the Tiny, I'm gonna crush this bat, said In Your Dream with confidence, and yep, the rest was history. No, just probably doesn't feel good for him. We'll see if he can bounce back. We're hoping he can bounce back, because this cannot be the end, even though it's looking like Boom Esports are crushing everything. Tims TPs to the top lane. Scam gets kicked back, but he'll be completely fine with a beautiful cookie and then a beautiful unstable concoction. Narman will roll out. Not too far though. He goes on to Scam. Omi does have the swashbuckle. Will that save his life? It seems like the answer will be yes, but Boom Esports, they get another one. Meanwhile, mid lane, Yopaj going in again, being very, very aggressive, but the homing missile will connect on him, and now with the rocket barrage with the tree toss. Oh, nice flame break. Not gonna be enough. In Your Dream covers him with stone. And in the end, that is gonna be how the Batrider is buried. Very old school way of doing it, but in your dream, he will honor his opponent, really. Yopaj does deserve it, but in the end, he will die. Looking at the net worth, even with those 2 kills, for Yopaj, he did die twice, and I mean, him and the Tiny are at the same net worth, but the difference is between the Mars and the Morphling, and the Alchemist also has a pretty decent lane compared to the Pango. He's having a grand time. Plus, this hero is only gonna accelerate as time progresses. Now, 1 point in Grievel's Greed, but we know that Alchemist knows the formula for gold. He'll get it right as well, so it's gonna be completely clean. Bottom lane, EB will get the lasso onto the Morphling, trying to burn down water. Not something they can easily do. So this guy melted stone very easily, though this time around, this is gonna be a bit too much for him. Even with the lasso, even with the help of FBZ, they didn't have enough to finish him off. But there's constantly something happening on the map. Really, Boom just trying to make chaos everywhere they can, getting the attention away from Jackie, and I think that's the name of the game. We're constantly gonna be seeing them do it. They might not even go for kills. It's more about forcing rotations and making sure that Army Geniuses can't get kills and they can't get towers. And if you do that for enough times in this game, enough, I would say, like 6-7 times, you force out rotations, maybe get a kill or you just escape, doesn't matter. Minute 20 comes, Alchemist has Radiance BKB, and you won. So I think that's kind of the name of the game. Yopaj for now, though, will be farming. He does need those boots of travel to really be able to control the map. Let's look at Army Geniuses. Is there anything big coming up? Earn on the Earth Spirit. We are going to be seeing a Geomagnetic Grip. Yesterday, Tims didn't take that spell at all until like minute 11. In my mind, the silence is needed, especially if you don't feel like you can crush the opponents. And they're going for a kill on Jackie. Jackie's actually dead. That's a pretty big one. Yep. They don't come to just annoy him, as I mentioned in the at the start of the draft, but they came in to kill him, and having the haste rune there on In Your Dream definitely made it very, very easy. Even having that ward there, they placed it. I think it's most likely gonna get dewarded. No Esports, they go for a smoke. They just waited for the haste to expire, and they're gonna be going for it. But In Your Dream already in the mid lane, pretty protected. He went for the phase boots though, so this Tiny not gonna be scaling too much. He needs kills. Narman is gonna be going in. They get the connection onto the Bane. The kick. Oh, they sent him into the Swashbuckle, but the Swashbuckle doesn't connect. The Arena will get used. Doesn't matter. The Rolling Thunder is there. Goes through everyone. The silence is gonna be to FBZ. A nice jump from the Cookie. That's gonna be a double Cookie yet again. Tims is just continuing to destroy everyone, and Yopaj is gonna be the one getting kills. No more Timmer's Kisses just yet. Pango, though, he's a ladies' man. He'd love the kiss from the grandma. FBZ taking some damage, but he's gonna have sticks and will be completely fine. In Your Dream came over. He used his spells. Now with a little shredder, he'll be shred to pieces, and Yopaj gets a triple. Oh, is this how you do it, Jackie? You got an ultra last time, but you needed the whole game to do it. I'm gonna show you how it's done. Pre-minute 10, Yopaj gets an ultra on the top lane, and Army Geniuses, they get nothing, nada. All of the heroes of Boom have survived. Maybe now we can finish off FBZ. There's the kick, but he has the spear. Get away from me. And now Earth Spirit, he will go to sleep into a very uncomfortable nightmare, but the real world is even worse because FBZ, he survived despite Norman's best efforts to get that kill. And while all of this is happening, while Army Geniuses are TPing top, not to get the tower, not to slow down the Alchemist farm, but just to fight, the Alchemist has been farming all this time. Jackie getting closer and closer to the Sacred Relic. The Morphling is getting a ton of farm. That is big. DB will be skipping the mask. I like that one. You need a lot of farm this game. But he's going for a Linken's. Very good Linken's game, but it is not... It might actually allow him to fight. I think that might be the approach here if you're the Morphling. Get double raid band, power treads, Linken's, and you go to fight. It's gonna be a problem for late game. Cam, Magnetize is there. He wants to use the Nightmare on himself. Not gonna be happening. He's dead. Won't be going for more. There is gonna be a homing missile. The Snapfire has been caught inside of the Seeds of Serenity. We know as we get old, we want to plant some trees and just enjoy there. Yopaj gets in your dream into the arena, but that's gonna miss. And now the Mortimer's Kisses are coming through in your dream again. He's gonna be burning nice avalanche there before he dies. FPC though being though, he's looking very much dead, and they're all there. This time around, not even needed to get the kill. Yopaj magnetized still on him. Here comes the homing missile, digging your grave. Well, I don't know what you're doing, Yopaj. Nah, he's just waiting for that one because Tims does have a little shredder to go through it. They're still keeping this beautiful cookie from Tims. Does have the scatter blast, misses that one completely. And now Bane comes over. The sleep, the Fiend's Grip, immediate silence, won't save Varys' life. Narman though, think about going in. There's the kick, slowing them down. Boom Esports have the Seeds of Serenity planted yet again by Tims, making sure that his team does have a place to heal. While all this is happening, Jackie was still farming in the top lane tower, alive. Still, Yopaj, when he shows his face, it's a problem. Now he needs to run away, as the Firefly should be able to survive. Womi, no Rolling Thunder. Narman, think about going in. No. Yopaj will escape. In the end, the tower will fall, but it took so long for Army Geniuses. But in the end, their resources will be well spent. At least the map is getting a little bit smaller for Boom Esports. Interesting fact is they gave a book to the Alchemist. So Jackie is definitely they're giving him everything, you know, the all of the gold, all of the education, you know, those rich kids, you know, just kidding, we love everyone. So he gets everything he wants. So now let's see if he's gonna be successful. So is he gonna become Elon Musk, or you know, there might be some Elon Musk that had the same opportunities but in the end didn't become a billionaire. We'll see in the end. So Army Geniuses 5 to 10 in terms of kills, in terms of gold. They're 2k gold behind. Scam does have a Nightmare, can use it on himself. Nicely done there. The homing missile will not connect. FPZ hiding in the trees. The arena, fight me, fight the real one. Sure, gladiator friend, let's see what you're gonna do. Jackie even comes over with the unstable concoction. Oh, you've brewed that one quite nicely, but you're not gonna be doing anything with it. They run over the nice old lady there. No one to take her over the streets, but the problem is that Yopaj has made his appearance and gotten 2 kills. Tims getting quite low, but he's gonna have enough HP to survive. Narmanda will have a kick fairly soon and gets the kill. Now looking towards DB. Womi disconnecting the shield crash. Not gonna be taking that much damage. It's 2 cores. Yopaj and Jackie against the world. Radiance is there. They're all burning very slowly. Narman, let's go. You're next. One more slap. Gone. The chase is on. Womi does have 4 sticky napalm stacks on him, taking so much damage. Yopaj doesn't have the Firefly, but he'll have it now. And Womi will burn even before I fly over you. Varys has come back. He doesn't want to allow DB to die, but it seems like Yopaj wants to go forward. No, he's just gonna be digging for something. Finds the kobold. So 8 gold for Yopaj. Really a lot of work for only that kind of a reward. But in the end, Boom Esports, they show up with the Radiance, and Jackie, all of the gold that they gave to him, it will pay off because he joins the fight and just shows Army Geniuses who's the boss. They've lost 4 in the last one. Boom did lose 3, but they didn't lose Yopaj and Jackie. And that's those are the ones that you want dead, especially Yopaj at this point in the game. Spear on the morph. Not gonna get a kill. Scam, I think he eats this homing missile like a man. Okay, nope. Gonna be a coward. Uses the Nightmare. He's gonna sleep it off. And we're gonna get a little bit of a ceasefire. So Army Geniuses, they didn't manage to slow down Yopaj. I think that was the first thing that should allow you to win this game. Slow down Yopaj. The second thing is get Morphling ready for the late game. Oh, they haven't done either. They haven't slowed down Yopaj. The Morphling is going for Lincolns. He's having solid farm, but the Lincolns shows that he wants to engage in fighting. He wants to have mana to constantly waveform, use the adaptive strikes, and actually survive in fights. That means 1 or 2 lost fights and it is gone. So Army Geniuses, those are really gonna have to count. I don't know though if you can win against Jackie once he gets the BKB, and Narman, he definitely can't win because he's looking very much that one rock boy trying to save the other one, but that is not gonna be happening. Narman, there's a lot of rubble there left from the Tiny, and he's just gonna be caught up in it as well. Yopaj gonna be running in, does have a haste. Varish is looking very much dead. The flame break is there, he'll be pulled in, and even the Fiend's Grip will be used. They want to kill him without committing too much in terms of their positioning, but they don't really mind using their big spells. DP from no, Yopaj didn't TP anywhere. Avalanche there on Tims. Tims is in such a good position. Does even has a mech. This is so great because Army Geniuses, they rely on killing that first hero. You have a Tiny, you have an Earth Spirit. These heroes jump in and they kill someone. If you don't manage to do it, it's going to be a problem. Now with the mech, it's going to be a problem. Definitely top lane, though, in your dream, in a lot of trouble. Tries to TP away. Lasso. It won't even be needed on the other part of the map. Jackie now has the BKB. Not going to be in any kind of trouble. Scam inside of the river. That's where the waves are going to be the strongest. But this tsunami just not even close to being big enough for Scam to die. Swashbuckle, though, might be good enough to get the kill. And there's the rocket going for Scam. Scam will actually die. Now he turns around on Tims. It's going to be doing so much damage that homing missile destroying everyone. Wobie will be getting a kill, but he's going to be getting killed as well. FBZ's arena won't really be doing much. Now going for Varys, but he's going to be eating the homing missile as well. And DB thinking about going in. That's exactly what he's going to do. There with the Lincolns, he knows that he has to win these fights. And for now, he's doing actually a really decent job. If the fights are constantly happening and they're even and the Alchemist can get hit creeps, Army Geniuses are going to be happy with it. But the fights, can you really call it even when you're losing a core in the support and gaining only supports? In return, in your dream, man, is he poor. He has 5.4k net worth. And again, it is going to be Tims getting close to him. Last time he was getting close to DB, though. FBZ, blink out, can be completely fine. The homing missile will follow you forever, my friend. And Tiny actually think about going in now. He will stop there. Nice sleep again from the Bane. Really, Scam has been on point with those. Perish, waiting for Rooney. Your dream jumps in. Have a toss combo. Did they kill Yopaj? Now he pops the BKB. This is not looking good because they didn't get the kill right off the bat. But nice roll coming out from him, and the Bane will fall. Yopaj cannot fight. He doesn't have enough HP. Jackie, he runs in, but there is nothing he can do. He just can't do enough damage. Swashbuckle coming out from Womi. He's still gonna be fine. There is a Lincolns on the Morphling. He can protect his bodies if need be. Losing one, I think he should be happy with this. If you're Boom, just get out. The fight didn't start off the way that you wanted, and they'll get themselves out. The 9-second B of the bat is gone, and it doesn't give anything to Boom Esports. They even lose a hero. Nicely done by Army Geniuses. This Lincolns for now on DB. It is working out, even going for a BKB. This guy really wants to fight. Man, one or two big fights for Boom and the game is just over because they don't want to farm on the side of Army Geniuses. Okay, Scam just came back to the world of the living. He's immediately gonna die. Yopaj without the BKB. He's dead. Beautifully done by Army Geniuses. Varish is getting those kills with the homing missiles, and now he's just running in on the grandma. Kiss me, and yeah, she will. They're the same age, but definitely he didn't like that one. Omi will get stunned up. The Alchemist needs to get out. The Avalanche is there. Maybe they can kill him. He does have the BKB. It doesn't seem likely. No mana to use it though. And with the roll, no, Narman, you missed it. How could you do it? Doesn't matter. I'll do it if you cannot. Womi crushes the ground, and the Alchemist with it. Boom have lost 3. They only take 1 in return, and that's gonna be a support Gyro who has done his job perfectly. The damage from those homing missiles, he used 2 of them and did 1200 damage, but the one who really shined is definitely gonna be Womi on his Pango. This diffusal blade doing so much, getting the mana away from the Alchemist, it is really what changed a lot. So they couldn't kill Yopaj in the early mid-game, but now in the mid-game they're able to do it. Like how Army Geniuses are playing their plan to do this. It seems to have caught Boom Esports by surprise. They just want to fight the way that they are itemizing. And Boom Esports, for now, they don't have a response. They need to be the ones initiating, but into a Lincolns, it is just not easy to do with their heroes. It's gonna have to be FBZ. All eyes are on him to change things up. With Army Geniuses in your dream, despite having a very bad game and still being very poor, he is managing to find the right jumps, go in, re-engage, and now he even has a really good rune to do it. Illusion against the Batrider. It is definitely gonna do well. And you know, you jump in, Avatos, you immediately pop the illusion rune so you don't get slapped or Fiend's Gripped. It's just a really good rune for in your dream. Perish, using the homing missile. Yopaj pops the BKB immediately. Doesn't care about that one. We'll get the lasso as well. And Varys is looking dead. It's gonna be another BKB charge from Yopaj, but I think it doesn't matter to him that much. Womi, gonna be completely fine. No one here to follow up on the spears. So Jackie not going for a blink. He's going for an AC. He wants longer drawn-out fights. Doesn't want to jump in and just kill a hero. This is actually giving a chance to Army Geniuses. Avalanche, Jackie did get his ulti out. There's the BKB and just runs away. That's what we thought. The strong alchemist, the richest guy in the world, will just run away like a coward. Nothing he can do with all of his wealth. And now Jackie just has to go back to farming for the 90 seconds while the BKB is down. Look at Scam. 2 fluffy hats. You know, Bane does have a really long head, so might need 2 of them. We'll see if he goes for a 4-staff or something along those lines. But for now, you just want to survive the Avatos combo. That's pretty much important. Farish leading the charge. Does have the Glimmer Cape. Yopaj. No BKB for 20 seconds. It would be a perfect fight. They found Tims. He still has that mech. Not using it just yet. He decides it's better to die. What a roll from Narman. Kicks back Scam. Scam try to escape right now, but another roll will be ready in no time. And actually, they're going for the Alchemist. Narman wants to find Jackie, who doesn't have a TP. He's gonna be turning off his radiance. Doesn't want to show that he's here because he understands that he will die. Man, imagine Jackie's breathing right now. Like, man, a little bit more quiet than that, Jackie, because they're gonna hear you. They are gonna hear you for sure. He's hiding in the trees. No one knows I'm here. It's fine. They're drawing lines there from the side of Boom. Not really sure what they want to do. Boom needs to be the one that is initiating. If it's Army Genius is initiating, they can actually get out without dying. The Lincolns, the Glimmer, all of the mobility, it's allowing them to do so. And if Boom Esports, if they're the ones that initiate, it's going to be a bit different. In the end, this decision to go for the Morphling on DB, it actually worked out really well. Really solid approach. They knew what they wanted and it worked out. And Boom Esports, they are really struggling now. 4K gold lead is nothing to be proud of. You have an Alchemist, so you can literally turn everything into gold. You don't just go through the pockets of creeps. You literally turn their flesh, their bones into gold. So it's really not that great. Narman is gonna get lassoed. They start off the fight, probably with a kill. Narman tries to turn around with the silence. Yeah, silence kick the god, but in the end, FBZ does get a kill. God's Rebuke does allow him to do it, and now we hear dum now. Going for a DB. DB just goes and bombs the BKB. Let's fight inside of the arena. It's not a problem. Turns into the Bane. You are gonna feel the Nightmare now. Nightmare plus a cookie. Doesn't matter. That's why you shouldn't be eating before bed. Just to be getting those nightmares. Oh, Jackie runs away. Another fight for Army Genius, to be honest, because it was Boom Esports that were making a move, and Army Geniuses, they're the ones that need this one to go a little bit later. This Morphling is becoming more and more dangerous. Once the Scotty is there, the heals from the Alchemist, they're really not going to be doing that much. AC still not done. Jackie not able to farm at all. Be going into the jungle. Finds the bounty rune as well. Will be getting as much farm as he can. But Army Geniuses, what do? Do you go for a play? Roll in from Narman. They know the Alchemist doesn't have it. Oh, he actually does have a BKB. Jackie didn't use it. He pops it right now. Turns around with the unstable concoction. They want Narman dead. It's gonna be fed a cookie. They get the kill. But in the backlines, though, the Bane will be going down. Nice jump there from DB and In Your Dream. And they get the kill. Homing missile. Gonna be connecting. And now, here comes the rockets down from the sky. We're gonna bomb you. We're gonna use some big waves there to go over you as well. Avatos combo. Just everything being dropped on them. But isn't enough damage. The buybacks are gonna come out from Boom. They know that this is their fight. DB, what are you gonna do now? You're stranded in no man's land. You know what you're gonna do. You're gonna die. FBZ, he bought back to finish off DB, his laning counterpart. They fought so much and have gotten to know each other so nicely. Yopaj now, he's In Your Dream. I think I've seen this one in the mid lane so many times. In Your Dream just burning down, burning, and in the end, dying as well. Womi, he makes his presence known. Why did you do that? You couldn't save him ever. Gonna have a swashbuckler in a couple of seconds. Will get stunned up. Can they kill Womi as well? With the lasso, they most definitely can. And Womi, he just made his presence known so that his life will be taken away. One mistake, and Boom Esports Arman jumps in. Really? Only the 2 supports? Now Jackie's like, oh, they only have 2 supports. Let's go and kill them. But the Army Genius is there in a defensive enough position to live. And Boom Esports, they have bigger things in sight. And that's gonna be the Roche. Army Genius is with only 2 of their supports. There is nothing we can do about it. They just missed a little bit of damage. That is what happens when Tiny is underfarmed. He just doesn't have the right pick. Only the Avatos is not enough. Scam gets the sleep onto the Earth Spirit, the Enfeeble as well, and FBZ comes over. Yopaj is there as well. Narman is dead. Boom Esports, they've gotten on a roll. Army Geniuses, you need to slow this game down again, but they're not gonna slow down because they want to fight MPZ, go back to the grave for a long time. A dieback for him. Yopaj will be eating a homing missile. There is gonna be a sleep on the Tiny. Fiend's Grip is ready as well. Let's see if they're gonna go for it. Jackie though says, I need no Fiend's Grip to finish off these small fry. Varish is dead. DB does come over, has the BKB. No Scotty just yet. He's not even close. Can buy one ultimate orb, but that's about it. Boom Esports, they'll get themselves out. They give away the FBZ Mars, but they get themselves 2 supports. And to be honest, dying right now, it's a lot better because Army Geniuses can't do anything on the back of that one. So FBZ, next time he dies, it's gonna be a normal respawn time. And let's make the stream noob friendly as well. When you buy back, the next time you die, the timer is added to you. So you're gonna be dead more, especially if you buy back immediately as you died. You know, it's the next time your timer is gonna be much bigger. Yeah, you see, you can even learn something on this stream. Maybe some info that some of you guys don't know, but we know that the average BTS viewer is a genius at Dota. So not really info for a lot of you guys here, but you know, we like new players in Dota as well, because then we have someone else to flame whose mental health we still haven't deteriorated as a community. So, DB top lane farming, and Boom Esports, they just want to fight. They're not gonna allow Army Genius to even think of a tactic how they want to play. So okay, you thought of that idea to have the Lincoln Sphere and fight us. What are you gonna think of now when we're just running it your face? So the idea, what you want to do with Boom right now, control the bottom part of the map, push the tower, and they go for a smoke immediately before Jackie gets the tower. They know that Army Geniuses are not gonna feel comfortable going for that, but Army Geniuses know. That's why they use the scan. So Boom Esports, they need to be very fast to get the kill. Varish does get the Glimmer Cape off, trying to run away. The Stick and Ape up connects. They're pinging him out. We know where you are. The Rolling Thunder is there. Won't be though. Not gonna be doing much against the BKB. Goes for a TP immediately. You're not gonna be TPing anything. The Fiend's Grip is there. The Fiend has you. Keeping you in his hands, and Jackie will be the one to slap you until death. So Boom Esports, they get another 2, but they don't defend the tower. So at least Army Geniuses, despite playing against the Aegis in terms of map control, they're not going to be losing ground. Let's see. 30 minutes in, 12k gold lead. Not the worst position in the world for Army Geniuses. If they didn't feed kills over and over again after that FBZ buyback, I actually think they would be in a good position. But that is the problem with the build the Morphling went for. That it's just very timing based. You lose those timings, you're gonna be in trouble. And right now, Army Geniuses, they cannot fight. Until the Scotty comes out, you cannot fight. It's not like... and then once the Scotty comes out, the Alchemist has the Scotty of his own, so I'm not sure if that's gonna be enough. And now you put yourself in a position when you need one more item, one more item. And it's just tough. This is why it's always tough playing against Alchemist lineups. Itemization is tough. Moving around the map is tough. Timings, getting the timings right is tough. They got the timings once, but you lose them once as well, and suddenly Jackie is just hitting your high ground. Just what is happening, guys? We were winning 5 minutes ago. You only had a 4k goal lead. They don't necessarily know that, but they knew they were in a good position. FBZ does miss a spear, but there's gonna be a lot of fire in the base of Army Geniuses. Put it out. Get it out of that one, and they will do just that. So Army Geniuses still don't want to fight in their base. DB, Link is broken. Ooh. Didn't have the lasso. Okay, didn't have the lasso. I thought he had the lasso. And DB, maybe he thought as well now. Rolling from Narman. Does have the BKB. Should allow him to live here. Jackie will probably stun himself if he doesn't want to pop the BKB. And that's going to be the case. The silence on the Bane. The kick will connect as well. Roll out from Narman. He knows without the BKB, he's just not safe. So there's going to be a 9-second BKB for nothing. Nice that you used it, because now it can just pull you back and easily bring it down. Surrounded by 5 heroes. MPC jumps into the backline with the arena, pops the BKB of his own. Now the Morphling with the Scotty there, protecting his brothers, fighting inside of that one. He's going to be the big beast. Alchemist running in. He won't have the ulti once he dies the walls, but he doesn't care. He just wants to finish off as many heroes as he can. Yopash is dying with that Scotty doing so much in your dream. Needs to get out for now, but not for long though. I'm not sure Boom Esports, they have enough strength to fight now with the Alchemist. If he dies once, there is going to be no chemical rage to fight against that one. The Fiend's Grip gonna be used there onto Womi, but Jackie gets a little bit too close. It's maybe time to run away right now, but get tossed back. Jackie doesn't have the BKB any longer. The buy buyback here from Verish. Now he's going to be chasing him until the ends of the earth, and DB finishes off FBZ. Jackie going to be okay for now. Verish is going to have another homing missile, but Jackie seems like he has run away. Though, oh, the Aegis expires, and look at that. Jackie might actually die. Really? Okay, that's really funny. That's just so unfortunate for Jackie. Verish just got tossed in, uses the homing missile, and it cancels out the Aegis regeneration. Very big fight for Army Genius. Very fortunate for them. Very that buyback, it meant everything to them. And Yopaj, he took so much damage there in that fight, not doing anything, and he's the constant output of damage from Boom Esports. So very big things happening there. Army Geniuses, they're back. They're back. The Scotty timing actually worked. I thought it might not be enough, but DB able to stand his ground with the 9-second BKB inside of the arena, pushing back on Boom Esports. Scotty very effective against the Alchemist, very, very effective against the Batrider as well. He just cannot move. And Yopaj, you can see just how afraid he is. DB, you might want to get a shard. There is a chance you get lassoed before you respawn. And if that happens and he dies, his whole team is screwed. They just don't do anything without him. So maybe you want to get a shard, so even if you do get lassoed, if your Lincolns gets broken, that you can morph. But it seems like DB is, nah, I'm a genius Dota player, I'm a professional, so I can make it happen. Shard is for noobs, and he will be staying without it. Goes for a crystal, as the damage output of the Morphling is insane now. Alchemist going for the overwhelming blink, though. Not really that big of a problem any longer. 30 minutes in. They don't have the lead that they were hoping for. Boom Esports, now they're not one fight away from winning, especially when the Roche isn't there. And it is going to be Army Geniuses that are forcing out the fight. Cookie was fed to the creeps. Tims immediately out. He's going to be okay for now. He does have a shard, though. Oh, roll in from Norman. Pops the BKB. Doesn't care about the arena, but FBZ creates a space between him and his teammate. Norman, though, will roll out, and he might keep him in place. Rolling Thunder, is it going to be used? No. Army Geniuses being very hesitant about that. Homing missile, though, is going to be giving him the location of Jackie. Where's the sleep? They're not going to be using it. They still have that one. They caught in your dream. BKB was used by the Batrider. Though Morphling has been caught. He's been caught by the Fiend Scream, but he has the BKB. They can't do enough to him turning around onto in your dream. Jackie, though, gets fed a cookie. Not going to be connected on anyone. DB stands his ground and fights, but let's see if he can win. There's going to be trees flying towards you, Jackie. And he eats so many trees. In the end, the Tiny will fall. But boom, they've lost 2. DB, does he want to continue fighting? Doesn't have that much HP, but can morph back to agility and then back to strength and go back to fighting if he wants to. Not going to be happening. The Alchemist is dead, and FBZ died as well. There's going to be a second buyback of the game, and still they don't accomplish much in the fight. Man, Narman is single-handedly making this work for Army Geniuses. Yes, the rest of them, their itemization, their strength is great, but his decisions to just roll in like a madman, knowing with the BKB that he cannot die, it's just making Boom so sad. And FBZ is going to be needing some damage items if they want to kill him. His BKB is getting lower, but the thing is he's getting an Aghanim Scepter. So there's going to be maybe one fight where he has a 6-second BKB, and if one with a 7-second BKB goes well, he will have the Ags. Then you jump in, you have a 6-second BKB, you turn yourself to stone, which is weird because he's already a stone. But anyways, you know, Dota works in mysterious ways. And then you just kick yourself away. Suddenly, you're completely fine. You've given the vision to your teammates. Some BKBs might get expended. Some spells might get used. And then Army Geniuses will strike just like they did right now. They even have the Ags on the Tiny. Echo Saber, once he gets the crit, that's going to be a lot of damage flying out from In Your Dream. So, Boom Esports, straight up fighting doesn't work. Tactically, their split push, not the greatest. They do have the own hero with the Boots of Travel. So that's big. But the Roche is gone. Shard can go to the Morphling. Tiny Shard would be okay, but I think extra stats might be something that you want as a morph. Immediate smoke will get used. DB actually waiting to give the shard to someone else. To give it to In Your Dream? Nah. Gonna take it for himself. A smoke into smoke action, though. Boom Esports, they want to fight. I think they need to surprise their opponents, and they can't do it when they have the Aegis. The best course of action probably now is to split push. And yeah, they don't want to go over there. They will fight on the high ground, but they're not going to be getting themselves on the low ground or on even footing. They know in neutral territory, which is around the mid lane right now. Maybe even in favor of Army Jesus, considering they have a mid lane tower. It's not good. It's just not good. And look at Army Geniuses. They know bottom lane is hard. But if you push in the mid lane and the top lane, you're going to force Boom Esports into a fight. Still up against the Batrider. The Octarine core on Yopaj. He can definitely get a lasso off. Very low cooldown as well. Get someone into the base. Bring them down. FBZ though. Close to the enemy base, there's a double catapult wave there, and one of them, will it die? No. This might be something that Army Geniuses want to deal with. BZ, a little bit hesitant, he TV's back. They've gotten the lasso onto the Tiny, get a follow-up stun. The Tiny dropping low, Tiny's looking very much dead. In your dream, drops the avalanche, no one cares, he's just dead. Look at Bane, nice kickback coming up from Narman, they get the kill. Narman though, will get caught, he didn't get the BKB off, this is really big. Last fight solved them, they won because Narman was doing so well. But look at Jackie, without the BKB, he's in so much trouble, turns into the Mars, the spear, man, TB has a right hand. That's gonna be a really big one. Boom Esports, they've lost the Alchemist for 80 seconds. Have they done it? TI team not strong enough against us. In your dream brought back, and he deforested all of the trees around the base of Boom Esports. We're gonna destroy your base, and you're not gonna have anything to rebuild it with. Army Geniuses, they're taking down one lane of Rax, and let's see if they can go for more 2 heroes without buybacks. This could be GG if Army Geniuses recognize what they can do. Now, they'll go systematically take down one lane of Rax. We want another one. Boom Esports, they've been winning for the entirety of this game, and now they might just lose. Maybe getting close to losing the Aegis, dying once. Does he really mind? He is morphing into strength, not really having that much damage. Okay, he actually has 300 damage. Glyph will get used right now. Is it enough for Army Geniuses to go back? No lifesteal on the morphling. Okay, now the lasso onto Narman. He bought back for that one. He bought back. This is not looking good. He's dead. Now the tree toss, or the tree volley comes again. But Army Geniuses, despite not having their hero, they're still going to be going forward. The Wraith Pack Totem is there. DB will make sure that it dies. Taking for the extra 100 gold. And now thank you for the Raxes as well. The second lane of Rax will drop. Morphling does get slapped. Now, I'm not going to be staying in that kind of a nightmare. I'm going to be living the dream, which is winning against a TI team. Boom Esports, they're 1k gold behind, and the Morphling has overtaken the Alchemist. We mentioned in the early game, you know, the rich kid that gets everything but hard work. It beat him. DB, he has worked so hard through this one, had his own ideas, and he's gonna have more than Jackie at this point. Jackie, though, he can't take it. He wants to be the richest one, so he's gonna be going into the jungle immediately. I want more. I want everything for myself, and there it is. He's gonna be getting on top of the network. But let's see now, what's really there for Boom Esports to do in this game? They cannot fight straight on or head on. They have now 14 seconds when Narman is dead. They're not gonna be able to use it. Narman won't have that axe, so killing the Earth Spirit in a fight is gonna be big. Though I don't think Army Geniuses have to hurry at all. They can just slow it down, wait for the next Roche, control the map. If they're fighting on where Boom Esports don't have vision, it's a problem. So just play the top part of the map for the next 5-6 minutes. Wait for the Roche, play around your vision. Boom Esports, if they go super deep on the bottom lane, you can smoke to them, but they're gonna smoke immediately. So going for the juggler, they see a win right now. To be honest, let's look at the buybacks. Okay, Bane. Yeah, Bane has the only one. So, Skem, the only one that has saved up for a rainy day. Now Yopaj will have one as well. I like that Army Geniuses aren't going super aggressive. I think this might not be needed right now, what they're doing, but they find the DD, so they will be rewarded for being aggressive. You know, he who dares wins, as one famous guy would say. Allow you guys to actually think about who that is. If someone doesn't know, please leave the channel. Just kidding, of course. Everyone is welcome. So, DB has a Satanic now. It's looking like a really big beast. I guess for a tier... Yeah, Boom can't fight for a tier 2. I guess you can't go for this one. Take down the outer tower, and when the bottom lane is pushed in, you can control the triangle and you can control this area. Yep, it does make sense for Army Geniuses. If they control the triangle, Boom Esports, they can only go for desperation smokes. And this isn't a desperation smoke because the bottom tower still hasn't dropped. So you can get yourself into a decent decent enough position. Kill Narman, or in your dream at the start of the fight, and you could do it. But Morphling with the DD. This guy's gonna be hitting more than 700 per hit. Make that like, oh, Yopash jumps in exactly where we wanted you. He gets bashed, and Yopash has the 4-step. Luckily, DB got scared for a second, but doesn't matter. Yopash BKB is done, and Narman continues to crush everyone. Now he gets another one, get turned to stone. Mars gets kicked back. Very soon he'll be coming out of that stone form, and now we will finish you off. It does cost Narman his life, and both heroes of Boom Esports, they have buybacks, but they're gonna be forced right now. If you want your base to live, if you want to stay in this game, if you want to win this series, Boom Esports, you're gonna have to use them. There it is. Yopash is in. DB, does he really care? The Lincolns are gonna be stacked on him. Even with the DD, he says no. I'm gonna take it slow, and I'm gonna win. Boom Esports, if you want to fight, come out of that one. Just get rid of your positioning advantage and fight us on equal footing, on fair ground. Boom Esports, obviously, not gonna be doing that, but 4 versus 5 might be the best time right now. Once they get their BKBs back, BZ only has it in 50 seconds. I think you have to go. If Narman is alive around the Rosh, you don't win a fight. Let's see. Do they have a smoke? Oh, they don't have a smoke. No smoke. Yeah, I don't see one. Oh, they have one on Tim's. Okay, they have one on Tim's. Narman is coming back, though. And with Army Geniuses pressuring the bottom lane, Boom Esports have to TP back. Suddenly, Army Geniuses go to the Roche area, devoid everything, and control the map. It's not looking good. They have the gem, of course, on Womi, so they can definitely devoid everything. It is just so easy for them right now. Oh, Army Geniuses, they smoke. Someone will have to show on the bottom lane, which means that there's gonna be 4 heroes without their Mars, without their God of War to protect them. And that is exactly what Army Geniuses want. They want war, because that is how they make their money. Narman, though, will pop the BKB. Now he'll be lasso. They need to stun him. They need to kill him, but he gets turned to stone and will kick himself away. No, he won't. He will just roll away through the arena. You can't do it. Buyback on the Alchemist. It is ready. You might want to use it right now to save your buddies. FBZ is in a lot of trouble. Doesn't have a buyback, but has a BKB to protect him. Still won't be going forward. Yopash tries to run away. Some bashes, they won't be coming out, but Womi, he does have a swashbuckler in a second. Yopash won't be there to feel the wrath of that one, so he won't get bashed either. Army Geniuses doing their best to finish this game. They're gonna take the range Raxes down, and now this one lane of Rax remains. There is still a glyph on the side of Boom Esports. They will use it, but a little bit too late. So the tower, it won't be attacking anyone. Not like that would make a difference. They want to try to go for initiations, so then the Alchemist can buy back Tims. Okay, that's not a good initiation. That's just you jumping into death. Melee Rax, they're left. They get a spear onto the Morphling. They break the Lincolns. Here come a billion trees going towards them. Jackie jumps into the Morphling, gets the stun off, and DB turns around. Let's fight. Uses the Satanic, just stands his ground. Why are you running away? You wanted this. You wanted to fight us, and look at that. The Alchemist turned to stone. It's not like it's gonna be any different when you're out of flesh and blood, because we're just gonna cut you up and then drown you in the river. DB is just very aggressive right now. He knows that they have won. A TI team representing Southeast Asia will lose against Army Geniuses. DB, the double Incas gets broken. Yopash, he will not be getting the lasso off, and now they will be tipping Womi because they knew, no, he did such a great job. Here comes the tree volley as well. Trees flying towards them, and they have done it. They forced Boom Esports to raise the white flag. DB dies. He wasn't able to survive the fountain, but the rest of Boom Esports, they couldn't do anything to him, and Army Geniuses will get the victory. Something that very small amount of people were expecting, but Army Geniuses, they did make it work. Now haters are gonna say, Boom Esports, they weren't taking it seriously. They were taking it seriously, but they couldn't win because these guys, they know how to play Dota. Still, of course, we're not going to say that they're a better team than Boom Esports, but they have shown that they can win the game against some of the best teams in the world. Really nicely done by Army Geniuses. I'm impressed. I'm really impressed. This is the first tie that we have. All of the games have been 2-0. I was like 99% sure that Boom Esports are going to win 2-0 against Army Geniuses as well. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. I was kind of hesitant about DB going for a Lincolns. It was a good Lincolns game, but going for those fights, you could see one fight from Boom Esports, and suddenly they start losing that one so much But DB, he persevered. Once he got the Scotty, it became very tough for Boom Esports to fight. In the end, they did lose. DB doing 40,000 damage in that fight. Yopach, he did the same amount. But no one really cares because you're the loser. Everyone always looks at the winner, which is kind of sad. Yopach did a good job in this game, but it wasn't enough. For me, still, the real MVP, you the real MVP, Narman, 13 deaths, but he knew what he needed to do. Last time it was Tims just running in with the hoodwink, and now in game number 2 it was Narman running in with the airsprite, creating all the space in the world for his team, and in the end they will claim victory. With that being said, guys, we will be throwing onto a short break, but do not despair because 2 more series await us today. The next one is going to be Execration versus Neon, where Execration will try to get revenge for Neon kicking them out of the TI qualifier with the result of 2-1. So Execration, if they want to get their revenge, they're going to have to win 2-0. Will that happen though? We'll find out after a bit of a longer break. Around 15 minutes is going to be the timer, and then we come back with more great Dota.